Hi guys, my name is Oda, Lima Bravo 3 Sierra Alpha, and I just wanted to show you something about the IC-705 and the Icom bag for it. I guess it's called LC-192. I bought this bag, or picked it up last weekend on a trip to UK, and it's way too expensive. That's all I can say. At least in Norway, it's very expensive. I saved a lot of money by picking it up in the UK, but and then, of course, despite the price, I was very disappointed when I came home with it and tried to pop the radio into it. But this is what it looks like. It's a nice bag. It feels very nice and sturdy, nice and solid. It has this plate on the side here in which I mounted this bracket that I bought online. It came with the SO239 connector here, and I just replaced it and put in this 3/8 connector so I could fit, like, for instance, the buddy pole vertical or something like that. And then I just routed the coax down here through this little pocket, up through these little hoops here, and then inside here there's like a 1-inch overlap, and then up here there's like Velcro on the inside. So now the coax comes out here. It's very nice and handy indeed. And then I have a power connector coming out here, hooked up to a battery that's inside here. So that's all very good. Inside here, as you can see, there's a couple of these feet here. These are about 1/2 inch thick, like solid foam bars or something, which is meant for the radio to sit on, one would think. One here, one here. Then in the front here, there's also this, this sticks up maybe 3/4 of an inch, sticks up from the bottom inside here. And it feels like there's a bar inside here, if you can see. That's probably about like same material as these ones. So this must be to prevent the radio from falling out. Also, there's this strap inside here with a hole in it. And when you buy the bag, you also get a little screw, and that screw goes into the bottom of the radio, into this camera type of fitting in the bottom of the radio, to prevent the radio from falling out if you should tip this over. It will not keep the radio in there by any means, but it will make the radio go no further than this if you tilt it over. It just is an extra security, safety measure. So, but then my big disappointment with this bag was when I came home and I was going to fit the radio in here. I opened it up here, I put the radio in, and I thought this is going to be great. But it's not. So then I put it in behind this bar, but watch, the menu buttons all disappear behind this bar. So of course it stops the radio from sliding forward, but you can't see or use the menu buttons, and maybe they were even pushed in, I don't know, but it's not a very smart design. Like, what the hell was Icom thinking? So I now propped it up, so now it's sitting on top of the bar. Maybe that's what they meant for it to be, but then it's not sitting on these bars down here. So of course, for transporting a radio, it sits on the bars. For using it, I guess you can prop it up like this, but it's not very sturdy. And if you're going to have an antenna through this hole up here, then you'll have to adjust it, or it's just not going to be very sturdy. So, but I think I solved it. And let me show you how. I also bought this little plastic stand, and from Icom. It's also way too expensive. This is a piece of plastic. I can't remember what I wanted for it. All I remember is that I just thought it was way too much when I saw the price, but I just kind of had to have it. Icom, you got me. So, but it works quite well. It sits on a table like this, and the radio goes on top of it. It's nice and sturdy. It's a nice little stand. I like to use a tripod that I showed in another video on YouTube, but I also like to use this. Of course, now the radio is sitting a lot lower on the coffee table, but for a lot of uses, this is perfect. So you can also mount this plate. It comes with a couple of screws, goes in these holes like that. Now I'm going to show you how this works, because when you have this stand on the radio and you put it in the bag, I just tried just to see what that would be like, to see if I needed to remove the stand every time I'm going to use the bag. So here's the bag. I'm not going to bother plugging in the BNC or the cable or power right now, but now you can see I have this angle BNC connector here. I can prop it in again or pop it in again under the zipper. Now it's sitting on top of that bar. That's not so nice, but watch. Let me see, I can put it back on top of the bar. Watch, now I'm gonna pop it in behind the bar. Look at that, perfect. Now the radio actually sits on these bars down here. It sits perfect, nice and sturdy, and it's also behind here, with preventing it from sliding out. Of course, when this is like this, you can't put the strap on. And turn it on. It just looks a lot better then, doesn't it? So you can't use that strap because then the hole is covered by the plate. But for this to tilt out now, you have to tip it forward quite a bit, and eventually it will tip forward, of course. But I'm very happy with this fit, and it works quite well. And I can now also put on this antenna. You could before as well, but now I just feel it's better. So what is this? This is a 771 antenna, or RH771 from Diamond. It works quite well, actually, dual band antenna. So there you go, there we have it. Now it's sitting nice in the bag, and I'm pretty happy with it. The bag also sits quite sturdy. Excuse me, and it works good. So that's all I want to show you. I hope this could be of help to someone, and in case you bought the bag and you're disappointed with the fit, then you just have to dish out the extra money for this bracket. And no, I'm not selling them. It's just a fact. You just need to have it in order to use this bag. At least I think so. So it's pretty easy to get the radio back out. And for using it at home now, I don't have to take this bracket off. It's on there already. So look at that. Thanks for watching.